What's up, fuckers? Welcome to episode 4. Per usual, we're reading the news. Texas has been stripped of its powers in a border security bill, and USA Today said goofy God's Army convoy on Texas border shows Trump's MAGA movement. MAGA movement's just one long con. What else have we got here? King Charles has cancer. Atmospheric river storm leaves over 600,000 without power in California. Let's see, $1.9 million settlement for some girls in Florida that got police brutality. California again. Trump wants to debate Biden. Australian writer sentenced to death in China. Biden tells crowd he met with Mitterrand, former French president who died in '96. Alright, you know what? Let me get the fuck into the game. That's our minute of news, ladies and gentlemen, and oh my god. Where the fuck did we leave off? Oh, we left off at the end of day 1, that's right. The end of part 1 of the very, prologue trial. Let's hope I remember everyone's voices. 22nd November, 11:38 a.m. Supreme Court of Judicature, Defendants, Antechamber 5. Excellent work, Rinosuke. That was superb. My heart was in my mouth the entire time. It was almost unbelievable. I mean, looking at you in there. You were drenched in sweat. Your eyes popping, your knees knocking, your booty locking, and you were grinding your teeth. It was a grim sight, but before I knew it, I started finding inconsistencies in the testimonies. I think you might have a natural talent for being a lawyer. Forget it, it's terrifying. If I get through this, I don't ever want to see the inside of a courtroom again. Anyway, looks like we've exposed your Phantom Lady at last. Miss Giselle Brett, a student from Great Britain, is she? That's what I was trying to tell everyone from the start. Dr. Wilson wasn't alone. There was a young woman with him, like I've been saying all along. Yes, you have, haven't you? I might not be overly confident in the courtroom, but my powers of observation are one thing I'm sure of. Yes, I can see that. So, about this young gentlewoman. Thanks to our detective friend, she was hastily escorted away from the scene, it seems. Did you see what happened with that? No, I didn't see any of it. My powers of observation are unbeaten. I am so good at seeing things. Did you see her get escorted out? No, I didn't see anything. I'm gonna sneeze any second now. I was on my way out of the restaurant myself. Got him. Then, on the floor next to Dr. Wilson's table, I noticed there was a gun lying on the floor. And just after I bent down and picked it up, bang! That's actually an... Okay. Prediction time. She dropped the gun, slid it down there, slid the gun down there, and then he would pick it up. And as soon as she saw him do that, she pulled out a different gun and shot his ass. My question is, where the fuck is this, law student getting 2 guns from? I didn't have time to think about where the sound of the gunshot had come from. The waiter ran over to me looking as white as a sheet, and he bundled me into some sort of small pantry next to the kitchen. Fast thinking by the detective, he apprehended the suspect without a moment's delay. Yes, and because I was shut in the pantry, I have no idea what happened outside the dining area. Also, why is this my first time hearing of this? Who the fuck is that? Oh, there you are. Well done, both of you. Oh, it's them.
Oh, there you are. Well done, both of you.
Professor Mikotoba.
Well, it seems I was right. The pair of you make an outstanding team. You've exceeded my expectations, I have to say.
Yes, it seems you planned this from the start. You arranged things so I wouldn't be able to act as a lawyer in this trial.
Our modern country is still in its infancy. Our justice system even more so. Which is why I firmly believe that we need to send our brightest young stars overseas to learn all they can. I wanted to avoid a situation that may have resulted in your study tour to Great Britain being cancelled.
Well, it makes no difference. Lawyer or otherwise, I'm the kind of man who can't help help his best friend avert... If I'm the kind of man who can't help his best friend avert the worst crisis of his life. I shouldn't waste everyone's time by going to study overseas anyways. What? What are you saying, Kazuma?
So that's your stance. I was afraid you'd feel that way.
Kazuma?
Well then, looks like it all comes down to you, young man.
To me?
Yes, you need to prove your innocence and uncover what really took place in that restaurant. I must say, I very much want to know the truth. After all, I have a personal connection to this case.
Come to think of it, he said the same thing earlier this morning, didn't he? If you don't mind me asking, Professor, did you know the victim?
Yes, I did.
Are those former judges? Because if this is a brand new thing, having, like, trials, why the fuck are there so many of them, and why are they so old?
Yes, I did. As you're probably aware, Dr. John H. Wilson was a visiting professor at UMA, and it was I who invited him.
Oh, I see. I didn't know that before.
Anyway, you're about to go into battle. The victim was
Why does he have a... Have I not noticed his fucking, like, katana blade?
The victim was a university professor from Great Britain, and a well-known one at that. Naturally, our government is looking to identify and punish the culprit as quickly as possible.
Let's not forget who we're going up against. The gentlewoman whose involvement our police bureau went to extraordinary lengths to hide.
Yes, and I'm sure the prosecution will be using every tool at their disposal to quash your case. And I've no doubt that you pair will put up a good fight right to the last. Best of luck!
Thank you.
Now then, I need you to run an errand at the university at once. There's something I think we may need.
Of course. Good luck, Kazuma-sama.
I hope I don't have to do a lot of female voices. Defendant Naruhodo! Court recess is over. Please make your way back inside the courtroom at once. It's time. Let's get back to it, partner. Let's go in there and deal a decisive blow. I missed what he said. Kazuma? What? Thank you, really. What for? Well, if you hadn't said you believed in me, then I'm fairly sure I'd already been found guilty by now. Look, I have faith in you. As a lawyer and as a friend. Coming from you, that means a lot. If I'm found guilty in this trial, he's really going to give up on his dream of studying abroad. That's the kind of true friend he is. So this isn't just my battle anymore. Whoever we're up against, we absolutely cannot afford to lose. The music in this game goes so fucking crazy. I was listening to the, like, enter the, like, defendant music where it's like, burr, burr, burr. I was listening to that shit on my ride home. That shit was crazy. Alright then. I'll save the thank yous for after the trial. You could treat me to one of those sukiyaki meals I like from Yume Cafeteria on University Street. With an extra large portion, of course. I can't wait to, like, meet more characters. 22nd November, 12:09 p.m. Supreme Court of Judicature, Room 2, Courtroom 2. Did we, like, switch sides? Yeah, this is the fucking, this shit goes so crazy. It's crazy.
The court hereby resumes the trial of Yunosuke Naruhodo. Prosecutor Aouchi, have you managed to subpoena the witness?
Yes, Your Excellency. Against all odds. And thanks to a certain young stripling, the prosecution's now under rather painful scrutiny for the government.
Sorry. Let the government scrutinize. That's their job. It's nothing to worry about.
It's highly unlikely the good relations we forged with Great Britain will emerge from this trial unscathed. But you still think it's nothing to worry about when the new treaty breaks down in our nation of founders?
Did he say founders? He had to have said flounders. No, he said founders. Oh, fuck it. Again, terribly sorry. If the friendship between our nations is really so fragile, the treaty isn't worth the paper it's written on. You really have nothing to worry about, Ryunosuke.
What do you mean?
A secret trial, anxious over some foreign government's opinions, a bungled investigation, missing witnesses. Is this what our nation's justice system is? Is this the Supreme Court of Japan or England?
Shut up! Shut You jumped up rookie boy. You and your friend know nothing. Nothing of our situation our nation finds itself in. By aligning ourselves with this great world power, we'll become strong. Diplomacy has never been more critical. Steady political maneuvering is what will secure our futures.
I won't deny that I'm no expert. I'm just a student, and one who could arguably study harder too. But standing here now in our Supreme Court, there's one thing that I feel very strongly. A country that fails to uphold the truth in its justice system is a country with no future at all. Well said, Ryunosuke, despite the wide-eyed look of terror.
You little brats!
Thank you, Council. This court is the pinnacle of our nation's justice system, and exists solely for the pursuance of truth. With that in mind, this trial will now resume with the next witness taking the stand. The visiting student from Great Britain, Miss Giselle Brett.
Yes. Your Excellency!
Why does he do that shit? Hey, yo, what the fuck? Why she got a whole swan on her head? Oh, nah. I don't want to hear anything she has to say.
Well, what a delight it is to welcome such a fine gentlewoman to Japan, and from such a distant land.
Tea! Someone bring English tea. In England, no discussions take place without tea.
Is that true? No idea.
So, could we possibly trouble you to state your name and occupation for the court?
Of course. My name is Satoru Osanaga. They were not talking to you, but alright. I've been working—
Yes, we know all about you already.
Inspector Hosanaga, where are your manners? In England, it's always ladies first.
Is that true? No idea. More importantly, a little earlier today you said something to me. You said your powers of observation are one thing you're sure of. Oh, yeah, I think I did, didn't I? Yeah, your description for this amazing sight was simply a woman. Hey, yo, now that you mention it. Hold on, I was gonna give it at least like 3 minutes before I started cracking jokes, but Kazuma opened the floodgates. Alright, hold on, I'll do my best to hold back. Sorry, Ryunosuke, your powers of observation aside, your powers of description are sorely lacking. Guilty.
So, dear lady, once again, if we may trouble you for your name and occupation, please?
I had to see the face where I started saying shit. Why'd she look like that? What the fuck? No fucking way. They really said British? Bet. We can do that. I don't get what? Can I have a chippy with mushy peas? You have a gaff, mate. No fucking way.
I'm terribly sorry, dear lady, but what?
Queen of England, God save the Queen, she's not really dead, mushy peas. I'm going down to Yorkshire, and I'm going to bash his brains in. The lady says her name is Giselle Brett. She comes from London, England. She's a visiting research student, currently enrolled in UMA University's medical faculty.
Oh my, what a rare treat to hear the dulcet tones of the delightful language of the British people. I'm afraid I don't understand a word you said, but it was as beautiful as a hummingbird song.
As far as I can tell. The detective is translating her words faithfully enough. Yeah, I agree. You'd obviously do fine in England, Kazuma. Your English doesn't rattle you at all, does it? Nor you. You've clearly been paying attention, You've clearly been paying attention to your English classes, Ryunosuke.
The court thanks the beautiful lady for taking the stand.
It's a little weird that she's like a high schooler, and they're so taken aback by how hot she is. It's a little weird.
Now if we may trouble you to confirm something, Miss Brett. 3 days ago at a restaurant called Le Carnaval, a grim murder took place. The court has been led to believe that you were dining there with the victim, Dr. Wilson, at the time. Is that correct?
Oh, you what, mate? You having a gaff?
Chicken Nando's with mushy peas.
She says yes. This could take some time. So even though she's studying here in Japan, she can't speak any Japanese?
I'm gonna take you down to the pub and have a bit of a pint there, laddie. And a matter of fact, I think I should shank you right in your bollocks.
She'd like to apologize for disappearing from the scene. She says that she was due to make a presentation at the university, so she had to leave immediately. Interesting. We're the one who engineered her escape. I was just following special orders from the Bureau.
Well now, dear lady, would you be so kind as to cast your eyes over this photographic print?
It's a big old stake for her to be dear lady. Yeah, that's a big ass fucking stake. She didn't finish it though, I'll give it to her.
Seeing as you were so unfortunately present at the scene of the crime, could it be that your resplendent eyes caught sight of the wicked perpetrator, perhaps?
I'm running out of like funny British stuff to say. Mushy peas, come meet the wife Susan. Apparently it was a very frightening and sorrowful sight.
Do you mean to say?
Yes, it would appear the lady did witness the crime. The very moment when the accused, standing right there in this courtroom, shot the victim in cold blood. I don't know.
Order in the court.
Did you hear that, Your Excellency? Here we have an absolute conclusive witness statement.
Well, looks like it's clear now. Clear who our real enemy is. Oh! How the fuck are we gonna prove this?
Unfortunately, I will have to ask you to formally testify, if you please. Kindly tell the court the exact nature of this frightening and sorrowful sight you described.
Load up that plate. Come meet the wife Susan, having a pub at a football match. Witness testimony. A frightening and sorrowful sight. Fucking can't. What was the point of including this? What, for like the one gag was funny enough, but they couldn't think of a way to like auto-translate that shit? Mushy peas having a Chinese drinking at the pub. I'd arranged to meet for a slightly late luncheon with Dr. Wilson that day. The professor was unable to eat, so I ordered for myself only a beef steak. God save the Queen, God save the Queen. After a while, the accused came over to greet the professor when they got into a fierce argument. Then, not long afterwards, the accused took the professor's gun and shot him right before my eyes. God save the Queen. I don't carry a gun myself, so obviously I couldn't have been the culprit.
But what? What?
Yes!
Oh fuck. No, I didn't have any kind of argument with the professor at all.
Objection!
Objection, idiot. Quiet, you filthy wretch. Look at you, you black-hearted blackguard. And look at this snow-white angel.
What the fuck are you talking about here?
I'm sure even a dark-minded scoundrel like you can imagine whose words the court is going to believe.
You're still making the same mistakes, Ryunosuke. You mustn't blurt out when you're goaded like that. It's a lesson you need to learn. But he's so annoying. Of course, I was at the scene as well. I took statements from this lady and the two witnesses who testified before and reported back to the Bureau. It was decided that Miss Brett was not involved, so I let her go. The testimonies of the last two witnesses were completely worthless, however. Well, even so, on the day in question, the lady was wearing the same outfit as she is today. Oh! Okay, what? Time out. As you can see, there's nowhere about her person where she could conceal a firearm. There. Look at what she's fucking wearing. Check her ass. Check her. Check her butt crack right now. She got a gun up there, bro. She got a gun in that poofy booty poof. She gonna like. I'm telling you. I would think she could hide a gun almost anywhere in that outfit if she wanted to.
Unless and until the precise location where the witness is to have hidden a weapon can be shown, this is moot.
There are no pockets in my outfit. I have nowhere to hide a gun. Those are the witness's own words on the matter. That's ridiculous. If only I was allowed to lift up. Check her butt crack. Don't think about doing anything rash, Rinosuke. But I didn't fire the gun I picked up. There must have been another gun there that day. You're right about that. Which means this lady was hiding a gun somewhere. Yes, that's what we have to prove now. And to do so, we'll need to pull her testimony apart. We gotta press her. Ooh, there it is. That's a smile. She got a gun up her butt.
The defense may now cross-examine the witness.
Oh, yes, Your Excellency. there's a gun up her butt. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I mean, it more than likely it's in that fucking head, but nah, it's. Come on. I know where she's hiding the gun, man.
Yes!
Hold it! After 2 p.m., in fact. That's really quite a late lunch, isn't it?
You don't keep up with the latest fashions from Britain, do you? Late lunches are en vogue. Isn't that right?
No.
Ag!
Decisive English no has quite a sting to it. The gentlewoman is currently working in the victim's research laboratory, it seems. So it was apparently a daily occurrence they would have lunch together. On the day in question, the victim had another appointment at the clinic first. Yes, which we can prove from the medical report card that was submitted as evidence earlier. That's right. Miss Brett and the victim went to lunch following the victim's treatment, which is why it was so late.
Yes, that all makes perfect sense.
Such wonderful logic. What a shining example of English intelligence this fine gentlewoman is.
So you both arrived at the restaurant. What happened next? Okay, I don't need to press that.
Yes!
I will press that though, because that's cap. I never got into an argument with the professor. All I did when I noticed him was go over and say hello. Please, don't get angry with me. No, I wasn't directing the retort at you. It was meant for the lady next to you. But anyway, as I said, I did not argue with the professor. I'm afraid your words are in vain. Sorry? Miss Brett does not appear to speak Japanese.
No, of course not. Japanese is such a cumbersome language anyway. English is the future. We must all supiku Ingirishu.
I'm not touching that one with a 10-foot pole, my guy. I'm not. I can make a lot of jokes right now. I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. I wonder if the prosecution will feel that way forever, or only in the presence of a beautiful young woman, huh?
Well,
that beautiful woman's telling blatant lies with a completely straight face. I have to find something that will unravel her testimony, no matter how seemingly insignificant it may be. Anyway, it seems after the argument, the accused briefly returned to his own seat. And that part ties with what you said, doesn't it? Yeah, I still had some coffee to drink. And the next time you get up after that, it was when I finished my coffee and started to leave. Alright, hold on.
Yes!
How did I just take his gun? That's cap. Like I said, I did not shoot that gun! Like I said, there's no point repeating that assertion over and over again. Well, I wasn't expecting to be attacked by my own side.
Nevertheless, defendant, you can't deny that when the shot rang out in the restaurant, you had a gun in your hand.
Well, yes, that's true, but all I do is pick up the gun I saw on the floor next to the professor as I was leaving the restaurant. In fact, yes, there was something much...
That will do, you dirty, rotten scoundrel.
Dirty?
Your baseless accusations could very well cause an international incident, boy.
Seems to me that your accusation is just as baseless as ours.
Shush! What nonsense!
The lady is merely stating what she saw. And this is already an international incident as far as I'm concerned anyway. It's a good point. What do I have evidence-wise? Do I have fucking anything? What do I have? Yeah, I feel like... Yeah, he doesn't have a gun. What's in that photo? You think it's like under the stake? I have no fucking idea.
Yes!
I don't fucking know. It's all very well saying that, but can you prove it? Absolutely. I verified it personally. You verified it? Yes, immediately after the incident, I checked to make sure the lady was not carrying a weapon. I distinctly remember her saying, "I'm not." That's all you did? You just asked her? Surely you carried out a physical search, Inspector. No. Why on earth not?
The Honorable English Gentlewoman clearly stated she did not possess a weapon. There was obviously no need for any further probing into the matter.
Or, there was no permission given for further probing into the matter, perhaps.
Think what you will, but if you're going to continue with this preposterous claim that the refined lady was concealing a firearm, the prosecution demands you support your assertion with facts.
In other words, he wants evidence. When she pays, God save the Queen. The lady wishes to point out that, of course she wanted to stay and assist with the investigation, but she was in a hurry to give a presentation to the university, so she was compelled to leave. Not to mention the fact that your office had told you to get the woman out of there. Not to get her out of there, I just urged her to leave. The lady would like to point out that she in no way meant to run away from the scene of the crime, which is why she's only too happy to cooperate to testify here today, of course.
Unlike a certain student who refuses to admit when the game is up. You can at least have the courtesy to pay attention when I'm goading you.
So she's maintaining that she got into an argument with the professor, at the end of which you shot him, which is out and out totally an unfounded lie. Still, her statement's very compelling. After all, she's an elegant, refined, and beautiful gentlewoman from Great Britain. In stark contrast to you, dressed from head to toe in a dull black school uniform. Just exactly the same as you are, except for flapping red ribbons. Well, anyway, this is our only chance to expose her testimony as a fiction it is. If you can't do that, the trial's over. Even with your thick skin, even you with your thick skin must be able to feel the murderous looks you're getting from around the room. Only too well, I feel half dead already. And the fact I can't see a single inconsistency in her testimony doesn't make me feel any better either. The first thing to do is suppress her on any of her statements to seem even slightly off to you. Do that and an opening will present itself, I promise you. Which one did I skip? Because I'd be doing that shit. I need to expose the true face. Okay, wait, hold on, let me try again. Did I really not press everything? We already pressed that. Oh, did I not press the B? I'm
Yes!
losing my fucking mind. He was unable to eat, you say? And that was because he just had a tooth removed at the Hana Clinic, correct? That's right. You're supposed to actually check with the witness before answering. Was Miss Brett aware of that fact? It seems so, yeah. She'd heard that the professor was to have some dental treatment. So that would mean... it was you who ate the state picture here, is that right, Miss Brett? That's right, yes. The print you have there shows the table exactly as it was after the horrifying events. Exactly as it was left.
Dear me, what a harrowing experience! To have traveled to a distant island on the far side of the world and to be embroiled in such a tragic incident. Have no fear, my dear lady. I swear I will crush the evil fiend that has subjected you to this terrible plight.
So the victim, Dr. Wilson, had nothing to eat or drink at all. That's right, other than some carbonated water. just water. Yes, the professor was unable to eat, but he'd been given permission to drink water. So it appears the diners toasted their lunch with a glass of water each. They raised a glass of carbonated water. What do you think, Reno? What do you think, Renosuke? But the witness's last that's Cap! Anything but water? Oh, never mind. It's very meaningful. The last statement of yours, Miss Brad, has a profound bearing on the case. Oh, because, hold on.
Well, how fascinating. Do tell us what this profound bearing is,
Because if you look at it, there's only the one glass. The significance of this statement will become apparent when the time is right. Oh, I can't, like, just present it. The defense calls for the witness's last statement to be formally added to the testimony.
Well sidestepped, counsel.
Very well, Miss Brett. Kindly repeat what you just said to be added to your official testimony.
Gladly, she said. That was brilliant, Kazuma. I'm gonna remember that one. Which one? Significance will become apparent when the time is right. I can really use that phrase. I'd hope there were some more useful tips you're picking up from this experience than that, Renosuke. I wonder what is gonna happen here. I don't know. Find out next time in Dragon Ball Z Kai.